Hi, my name is Tanya and I'm a sewaholic. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Tanji, or welcome if you're new here. I'm super happy to have you here. Today is gonna be a Sunday sewing catch-up, which I haven't done for 2 weeks. And before I start, 2 little disclaimers. It is still very hot and I'm talking about this all the time, but I have the fan behind the camera, so if you can see a bit of a breeze, this is just the fan blowing at me. And the second thing, I'm not sure how good or how well you can see that kind of stuff, but I have a little burn mark here on my cheek, so if you can see that, I put my curling iron to my cheek while doing my hair, and so I have a little burn mark, just in case you're seeing it and wondering what it is. But yeah, this is gonna be, as I just said, a Sunday sewing catch-up, and this time I have made myself a little list because there are quite a few things I want to talk to you about. And I firstly want to start with once again telling you about my Etsy store. It is called CottageCoreLivingCo, and I sell mostly sewing patterns for bags at the moment. And I also sell the finished product, so 2 different types of bags. And I am very proud of the patterns. They are very, of course, cottagecore inspired. They have ruffles and are very pretty in my eyes, and I will have inserted a little clip or photos or something. And there is still a discount code going on for my YouTube community for 15% off, and you would just have to type in the code YouTube15 at checkout, and then you will basically get 15% off. And I would be super grateful if you could give the shop a look, and maybe you know someone who is into the cottagecore lifestyle, and you can probably tell them about my little store. That would really help me a lot. Okay, so that was the first part of the video. Then what I have on my list as the second point is what I made during the past 2 weeks. And honestly, it's quite a lot, but it's like smaller pieces or like accessories, and there were 3 garments in there. And first of all, I made the closet core poof pattern, which is in my living room currently, and I have already posted it on my Instagram, so please check out also my Instagram account where you can see lots of my makes. Not all of them, but yeah, I try to post quite a lot of them, and you can see the poof there, and it is made from a furnishing fabric in leopard print, of course, from Stoffe.de, and I have to say I love it very, very much. I had another one in my living room before that I made, which was like beigey green colors and some stripes in there, so different fabrics. And we had it for 2 years now, and I still like it, but the cats try to sharpen their claws on it sometimes. So I mean, it held up quite well, but I thought it's time for something new, and I can always swap it back. So you will have seen the picture here. And the closet core poof pattern is free, and it is a really, really great home decor pattern if you want to do a little project and not think too much. And if you want to use your scraps also, it's perfect. And yeah, I would really, really recommend the closet core poof pattern. And then let me see what I did next. Next is the blossom dress by Fiber Mood that I made for my sister, and I have talked about the blossom dress quite a lot on my channel right now. And now I made one for my sister. I have 2 younger sisters, and for the middle one I made the blossom dress out of a darker green khaki kind of double gauze fabric, which I got at a local store here. And yeah, it is already with her. That was one garment. And then my energy levels are quite low at the moment. My partner will probably tell you that I sleep as much as possible. Also, I do little breaks during the day where I go for a nap, because I'm really someone who can't cope with heat at all, and it really takes all my energy with it. So I tried to make some little projects here and there. And there is a little bag project in the Fiber Mood issue, which I've shown you multiple times. And it is called the Nusha bag. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it is this one. It is basically like a bum bag kind of style. And I thought it would be the perfect project for my scraps and for the fabrics that I don't really know what to do with, and that's exactly what I did. And I am not happy with the result. It's just because they don't say that you should interface the fabric, probably because they used leather here, but I guess you can use different types of fabrics, and so they should probably tell you that it would be better to interface like lighter fabrics. And I used another furnishing fabric that I got from my aunt quite a while ago, and it is this champagne silvery fabric, and it has this kind of chevron pattern on it, and I thought that it would be stable enough to make this bag, but honestly it isn't really. I lined it with a beautiful Lady McElroy Cobra Corsage viscose chelly. I mean, this was sold to me as a cotton lawn, but I'm 100% sure it is not a cotton lawn. I did the burn test and everything, and I'm pretty sure it's a viscose chelly, and I made a dress from it, and this is one of the leftover pieces. And it has a zipper here, and I did the, what is it called, the strappy thing here, and it has a clasp here, and that worked quite well. It also has this thingy where you can adapt the length, and in terms of the sewing process it worked quite well, and the instructions were clear, but it is just, I think it is too flimsy now. And if I put my my smartphone in it and my wallet, which isn't that big, but it is just, it looks very, I hope you can see it, like it looks fine like this, but as soon as there is something chunkier in there, it all goes down here, and then it hangs very weirdly. And I also showed it to my partner, and he said, yeah, he sees it also. He said it's okay, but yeah, I don't feel comfortable wearing it, so probably I will rescue the clasp and this adjuster thing, and probably also the strap, but I have some more of this webbing, that's what it's called. And then I will probably make a new one, and then I will interface the outer fabric, because that will probably give it a bit more structure. Yeah, all in all, I think it's a cute bag. It's not really my style, but I thought for going for hikes or going to the stable where I don't really have a bag with me, it could be quite good. Yeah, that was a bit of a fail, to be honest. And then my partner, he saw, or I mean every one of us probably sees the bucket hats that are around at the moment, and he said he would really like to try out a bucket hat. And I knew that there is a free pattern by Waves and Wild, which is the Sandcastle bucket hat. And I asked him if he would like me to make him one. We would just need to buy the fabric, and it is probably quite an enjoyable sew. So he said yes, and I did one for myself first to check out the fit and how it works in general. And I used a another leftover fabric I had, which is this chambray with very small white flowers on it, and I think it's a super cute fabric. I made a little tennis skirt out of it, and I just had quite a lot left over, so it is self-lined, this one. And I made these size, I measured my head, and I made these size 7 to 12-year-old kids, and it is still quite big on me, and I will insert pictures. I just don't want to put it on my head now. It looks cool, I think it looks really cool, but it is a bit big still, and I'm not sure if it's meant to be this big. I wore it to the local zoo, and there was a little bit of a storm going on, and the wind just blew it off my head. I don't know if that is what it's supposed to do, but yeah. And the one thing, I then made one for Nathan as well, and I made this one, I interfaced the fabric of this one, and I didn't interface the fabric of this one because we went to the local store and bought some cotton canvas fabric, which is quite sturdy, and he chose black and he chose khaki, so it is fully reversible, this one. And as I said, I didn't have to interface this one. It fits him also quite loosely, and he is not a big fan of the brim because it's too wide for him, he thinks. I think that's just a matter of getting used to it, but he's not so sure about the bucket hat on him. But what I would say, and what happened to me with both of these versions, is that I have quite a few, like, I hope you can see it on the black, like puckers here. You can probably see it better on my version, like here and here. And I just had the feeling with both of these that the round part of the head here is a bit too big for the top of the head, and so it was quite hard to get it in, to ease it in, and I eased quite a lot, and that happened to both of them. So that's one thing I realized. I haven't heard of this problem before, and I know lots of people have made this head. Maybe it's just me doing something wrong, but yeah, I tried it. We're both not the biggest fans of the bucket hats on us. For me, I think it's just a bit too trendy, a bit too Gen Z, and for him it's the brim that is a bit too wide, which I will probably adjust, but let's see if I'll do that. But yeah, another free pattern and another accessory that I made. We'll now put this down. Then I made another garment for myself, and I will insert pictures, and it is a bubble frock by Lydia Naomi in a size 0, and it is made from this polyester fabric, which honestly feels very good for a polyester, very light and soft, and it has a bit of a sheen to it, and I added a ruffle at the bottom, and the concealed zip worked very well, and I made this dress for a special occasion. My partner is working in a bank in Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a very small country if you don't know it, and it borders right to where I live in Austria. And his bank is celebrating their 25th jubilee, and they are inviting their employees with their partners to a kind of fancy dinner. And yeah, the dress code is elegant, whatever that means, because elegant is quite a wide term, but yeah. And I wanted to make myself a special little dress, and this is it. And I thought it honestly would also be a good Christmas dress because of the color and the sheen, and probably this is gonna be the dress I am also wearing at Christmas this year. And I'm already thinking about Christmas, yes. But yeah, I love the dress, and the fabric is from Fabric Sales, I think, and they are based in Belgium, and they have lots of designer deadstock fabrics. And yeah, I really love this dress, and I hope to get some more wear out of it, not only for special occasions. I think it could also work with Doc Martens, for example, for a night at the cinema or for dinner or something like that. Yeah, very, very happy with this make. And then the last thing that I made is fresh or hot off the sewing machine, and it is another Angie tank, also by Lydia Naomi, and it is the one that I am wearing. It is pink this time. I already showed you this fabric. It is a cotton jersey from my local store, and I am currently wearing it with a ready-to-wear Ralph Lauren skirt, like a wrap skirt. I hope you can see it, a lacy one, which I love very much. I got it at an outlet center last year, and the Angie top is, as you know, the same from the back. And these are becoming or getting my favorite kind of tops to wear because they're so easy. Very little fabric for hot days and stretchy fabric. That's just a perfect combination for a garment for me, and I can wear all my fancy skirts with them. So that's definitely one of my most surprising and best pattern discoveries of 2023, definitely. Yeah, so that's all I made in the last 2 weeks, which is quite a lot, I think. And now the last point, no, I think it's not the last point, let me see, no. I'm telling you what I bought, and then at the end of the video I will tell you what I plan to do during the next weeks. And the what I bought part of this video is a bit of a mishmash. I will start with fabrics, and as I said, I got this fabric from the Fabric Sales, and I got some more fabrics from them, 2 more fabrics, which are, let me get them, which is this ex-designer fabric by Dries van Noten, which is a designer from the Netherlands, I think. And it is a viscose twill, and when it arrived I was pretty sure it is a polyester because just of the way it feels, but I did the burn test and it is 100% viscose, I'm pretty sure, but I'm very skeptical, as you may realize from the viscose jelly before, about the contents of fabrics, because this wasn't cheap and I wouldn't have bought it if it would have been polyester. But it is like a pale green background with these orangey beige brown tones in it, like it's a flower print, I guess, and it is a bit of a retro print, I would say, and it is very unusual. I haven't seen a fabric like this, to be honest, and I got 2.5 meters. As I said, it is a viscose twill, but it is quite a, it is drapey, but it is not the drapiest of viscose twills. It's quite a funny fabric, to be honest. And what I planned to do was to make my very first Marni blouse by Tilly and the Buttons. I have the pattern here. This one, yeah, this would have been my plan. But now that it is not that drapey, I'm not sure if I can pair it with this blouse. So I have to think if this just goes into my stash as a pretty special fabric, or if I really want to make the Marni blouse out of it. But that was the second fabric from the fabric sales, and then I got a third one, which is such a pretty fabric, and I think some people would look great in it made as a garment. But it's too cutesy for my taste as a garment, but I bought it to make some cushion covers out of it, because it is exactly this kind of English cottage countryside fabric that I love as interior fabric, so I got it. And it is a pink and white stripe with this super cute flower print on it, and they are embroidered, the flowers are embroidered, and it is a cotton poplin fabric. Super cute. I think this is gorgeous, and it is only 90 centimeters in width, so I got 2 meters to make probably 2 cushion covers with the ruffle around the edge. That's the style I love for my cushion covers and for my interiors. But I'm not sure if I will do it this year, because it is quite summery and springy, and we're going slowly into autumn hopefully soon, so I'm not sure if it will fit the interior stem, but I'll think about it. I'm so happy about this fabric that probably I will sew it up sooner rather than later. So these 3 fabrics were from the fabric sales, and then I went to my local store and got some more fabrics. I mean 2 more fabrics. And one is this double gauze. I love a good double gauze, and it is the most gorgeous Barbie bubblegum pink color. And I am thinking about another blossom dress, but I'm not sure if I need one, and then it will just go into my stash probably for next summer. I just needed this fabric because the color is so perfect, and I have been searching for this color of double gauze for a long time, and when I found it, I just needed it. And then I got some more of the leopard denim fabric, which I also used for my Numi denim jacket by Bara Studio, and I want to make a pair of jeans with this one. It is quite a lightweight denim fabric, and it has a bit of stretch to it, like this way, not so much this way, but this way. And I want to make another free pattern by Mood Fabrics, and it is the Ren jeans, which is a flared kind of jean style, and I want to make these ones as a set for the Numi denim jacket. I'm a bit nervous. I'm not sure if I should do a twirl. Probably I should. Yeah, but I have got the fabric in my stash at least, so no one can buy it from me from the store. Yeah, that's the fabrics that I got, and I'm still waiting for my Beyond the Pink door delivery, which takes quite a long time, but ordering from Ireland and the UK always takes a lot of time. But yeah, and then I have quite a few things I want to tell you about that I bought, which are more or less sewing related, not really some of them, but I hope you can see them. But I bought myself some earrings, which are these scissors. And I'm not sure if they are hairdresser scissors, but for me they are dressmaking scissors. And yeah, I love them. I have one on the other side as well, and they're real sterling silver, and I think they're super cute. They were €6 for the pair, which is a bargain. So I got these ones. Then I bought myself a book, and I read quite a lot. It is one of my favorite pastimes, and I read lots of different books, but I got a sewing related one this time, which is The Secret of the Singer Girls. And it is a story that takes place during the Second World War, and it is about the women who work in one of the dressmaking factories where they use Singer machines. And I've just started it yesterday, so I'm haven't read a lot. I'm at chapter 3 right now, but I just love these wartime stories about women who just like, I think the women during this time were very courageous, very how do I explain that? I don't know. I just think they were so strong. They did everything that had to be done at home. They worked for their families while the men were away. And I always love when a story has something to do with sewing or the singer sewing machines, because I also have a Singer vintage sewing machine which dates which it was manufactured after the Second World War, but I think in the 50s somewhere. And yeah, if you're interested, let me know in the comments down below, because then I can tell you how I thought the book was when I've read it, basically. But yeah, that was another buy. And then I told you in one of my videos that I would really like to own a pair of Western boots. And guess what? I found a good pair that I liked, and they're quite out there, I would say. And they're these ones here, and they're not real leather, they're fake leather, just because I thought I never owned a pair of Western boots, so I don't want to spend a lot of money on them. But I think they look so cool. They are this creamy color and have these beige accents and embroidery, and this is what they look from the back, and I think they're so cool. I already wore them with one of my Angie tanks as an outfit, and I will insert a picture here. Yeah, I think they're just super cool, and I will probably wear them for the Taylor Swift concert next July, which is quite a long time to go still, but yeah, I think they're just so cool. And then another fashion purchase. My parents went to a outlet center in Germany on Monday, and they found a Doc Martens store. And Doc Martens are basically my favorite pair, my favorite brand of shoes. They are super comfy, they are super stylish, they are waterproof, and I just love them. And I own a black pair, which is the Jaden model. And I always wanted to have a white pair, and they texted me and they said they have a white pair there, which is these, and they are, I don't know what the model is called exactly, but they have an even higher sole than the Jadens have, kind of a max model, something like that. They are white, they have the soft leather on them. One shoe weighs 1 kilogram, so they're very heavy, but they are so cool, and I plan on wearing these also with dresses and skirts. I wore them with this outfit I'm wearing right now for a picture, which I will show you. It is not everybody's cup of tea, I know, but this is just my style, feminine paired with a bit of heavy masculine element, and I just think they are so cool. And they were almost 100 euros off at the outlet center, which is great. So 2 new shoe purchases in 2 weeks. It's not too bad. And the last thing I want to talk to you about are my sewing plans for the next weeks. And my sewing plans are always a bit all over the place, and mostly I tell you about something and then I don't do it, but I get some different fabric and I will make something completely different. But I am probably going to print out the Ren jeans pattern I want to make with this fabric and just stick the pattern together and cut it out, so that I have that ready for when it's getting cooler. Then another plan would be sewing up the cushion covers with this cute cotton poplin fabric. And then let me see what I have written down. Yeah, my best friend, she is on holidays at the moment, but she asked also for a Angie tank, and she's coming back on Sunday, and then she's off for another week, I think. And maybe we will go to the local fabric store and she will choose a cotton jersey. So I will probably sew her up one of the Angie tanks as well. And then if I finally want to do it, I am maybe sewing up the Gilbert shirt by Helen's Closet in this fabric, which I've shown you quite a lot of times in my Sunday sewing catch-ups, but I'm just not sure if I want to make a short-sleeved blouse still for this summer, because the summer is coming to an end and I don't want to have a garment in my wardrobe that I have never worn. I would much rather sew it next year then and just wear it straight off the sewing machine. So I'm not sure what to do about this one. It's always the time when you're slowly coming from one season into the next one that I don't know what to sew. And yeah, but I have quite a lot of fabrics here at the moment, so I will probably find something to do. If you watched the whole video, I think it is quite long. Thank you so much for staying around. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. And I wish you a very great Sunday evening, good start to the new week tomorrow, and take care, guys. Bye.